Yo, what up, guys? Beside here. The fusion for the month of October has ended, and here comes a bunch of more events that you can choose to participate in or choose to totally skip. I'm most interested in this April Titan event called Ace Reporter Titan event that I was like, should I go for this? Should I not? It depends whether you have resources, depends whether you need these exclusive champions the most. And in this video, I think I'll just talk about only two reasons why I am thinking or considering going for this. You probably know them already, but I still want to cover this Ace Reporter Titan event and inspire myself, encourage myself to go for it, because like it or not, this is a legendary champion that will not be obtainable anywhere in the game anymore in the future. So why not just go for her and get it, right? But first, before we talk about this Titan event, let's head over to the news that I probably missed earlier today when it was launched. There is a progressive chance event coming up as part of this CVC that is starting tomorrow. Clan versus clan starts in 14 hours exactly from now. It doesn't have any personal rewards attached to this one, so you might want to take it easy, or your clan members will take this one easy. No real reason to push hard for this one, but if you are pushing hard for this one, you will have this event tied to it. Two chances for you to get these legendary champions on the list. What do I mean is a 15x to get Losan, Klet, Carvelex, Mad Hatter, White Queen Ankora, Gaiat, the Truth Shield, White King Nasus. That's one that a lot of players would want to get if they are pulling Void Shard. Georgie the Breaker and Hegemon are available in one slot on the first day, being the Tuesday. And on the Wednesday, you have a totally brand new batch of champions available right here. Volcano's Fumo, Cheshire Cat, Grecho Stondrake, Private the Slitterer, Duchess Lilitu, Chaklo the Blind, Inutue Blood Twin, and Kutraxa. So that's the two champions. I mean, all the 10 is more than 10. All the champions are available on the first day and on the second day. One slot, whether you're pulling on a Tuesday or Wednesday. The reason why you want to summon, I guess, is because there's a CVC going on and your clan goes hard for it, or you want this dedicated champion, these specific champions. These are your best chance to get them in a 15x, boosted up to a 20x, boosted up to a 25x. If you keep pulling legendaries without getting the one of your dreams, your chances keeps going all the way up to 25x until you get that 15x champion that you put in that one slot. That's if you even have shards left, right? I've already gone ahead and done my fusion, so you will not find the fusion for the month of October chilling right here. You should have done by now. If you check the fusion calendar, I'm not going to talk about it anymore, because by now I hope everybody has gotten the champion that they are looking for. Right now, what's the next big thing that you want to see right here in raid? You can choose to go for them or not. Everybody is talking about Leo and Raphael. Nobody talks about this champion Ace Reporter Titan event. I've seen some crazy things that she can do, especially the ones they are saying it's currently a bug. And they did confirm to us, I have to say it, I haven't experienced it because obviously they don't have the champion. They did say that the April and the nullified debuff, right, that they are fully aware of it and it's not an intended behavior, and they are working on adding nullify to the list of bosses immunities. Seems right now April does something to bosses that she's not supposed to. I don't know much about it, and I think Ash did a very good video about that bug, and a lot of players are saying they're going to fix it. And yes, the fix is coming soon. They just have to figure out when they want to fix it into an update. Even today there was an update, but I don't know if it's already applied. I don't think so. So now for the Ace Reporter Titan event, should you go for it? Should you not go for it? If you're saving your resources for something bigger like a Leo or like Raphael, you probably want to skip out on this one. This one is going on for 2 whole weeks, so it's not one of those events that you have to do in 1 or 2 days and spend a bunch of resources. You have 2 weeks to grab this pizza point, 1,500 total right here that you can grab. But I guess, let me check from the news, they normally have over 1,500 available for us for the pizza points. Total of 1,750 on the first time, 890 on the first part, 710 on the second part, and up to 150 points during the third part. You can earn a maximum of 1,750 points. Yes, I was right. So that's the normal standard thing they do. They give you 1,750 pizza points, and you can get the total of 1,500 to complete the entire milestones for this event, right? But you can skip out on a total of 250 pizza points, and that's going to be how you want to probably go about this one. And that 250 pizza points, you can clearly skip it from one of the summoning events that you do not want to go for. That's a smart way to go about this event, right? So, because if you go for 2 summoning events during a non-fusion, I guess you could also call it a fusion, because you're getting a free legendary right here at milestone 5. So, will I go for it? Will I not go for it? What I'm thinking about going for it is because of the champion is going to be exclusive. Remember, these TMNT collaborations right now, after these 6 champions are done, the collaboration is done, you will not be able to obtain these champions from any shards. That's what makes these TMNT champions so exclusive. Now, you can also point to other exclusive collaborations that Raid has done in the past, where we all went ahead and picked up the Fusion champion. That's guaranteed. And of course, the one they give you for free, that's also guaranteed. And the rest of them, you can choose to go for them or not. So I'm thinking this one is a dangling fruit, low-hanging fruit, if you might call it that, April specifically. But what can even entice you whether you want to go for it is by refreshing yourself about what April does. Since you don't have her yet, you probably have not seen videos about her. Let me take the time to also refresh myself about her kit to see if it's something that suits into my type of gameplay or my teams, right? So April right here in her Shadow King, what you call it, a Secret Order faction, has an A1 that does a bunch of debuffs. That's a lot of debuffs for one champion, if you ask me, on one enemy. 50% chance of placing all these crowd control debuffs on one enemy, booked up to, does it increase? Yes, it can be up to what, a 75% chance of placing any or all of these debuffs. That's a lot of debuffs. Then places Perfect Veil on this champion for 2 turns. Provoke Fear. Is she actually placing all these debuffs? 50% chance of placing a stun, or okay, one of them. She's not placing all of them. That would be a crazy one. She just places one crowd control debuff on them, either a stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, fear, through fear, or petrification on the target. Then places Perfect Veil on herself. So that's the first kit. That's the first skill right here. You probably normally you want a provoke, or you want to stun, depending on the content. But if she's going against bosses and she's stunning them, if she's going against bosses and she's trying to petrify, it makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. But if you say against bosses, she probably does what should work on bosses. Provoke works on bosses. Some bosses can be feared in Chimera. Now on the A2, this champion attacks one enemy. 75% chance booked up to probably 100% chance, skill cooldown, 3-turn cooldown like usual, a single target hit that steals all buffs from the target, a 75% chance of stealing 100% of the target's current turn meter, booked up to a 100% chance of stealing 100% of the target's turn meter. Since it's just one target, she's going to steal the 100% of the target's turn meter onto herself, which means she's probably going to get another turn instantly, almost instantly, right? Then has a 75% chance of placing Nullify debuff. That Nullify is the new one they're talking about, that it's happening on bosses that is not supposed to happen on bosses. That they will now fix it so it doesn't happen on bosses anymore. If you want to find out what Nullify does, you can click the more info right here and you clearly see all the debuffs in the game, scroll, and but Nullify is right here. Champions under the Nullify debuff cannot have their skills activated, participate in ally attacks, be granted an extra turn or instant turn, have their skills cooldown decreased. So they are basically just standing there. They are not crowd control, but they can't benefit from all these turn meter increasing, extra turn effects, have their destroyed HP restored, have their HP swap by allies to themselves, evade enemy effect or attacks, have their turn meter equalized. She's the first I'm seeing with this debuff. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's what's unique about her that she's bringing to Raid right here. And of course, the seal, we've seen that one before. It's something we've seen before in Raid and in a mythical champion at least. All right. So is that all? That's not all about this skill. On the passive side, this skill has an active and passive side, 3-turn cooldown. 25% chance of activating explosive scoop. That's one of her kits. 25% chance of activating this skill on an enemy when they gain an extra turn or instant turn effect. So she doesn't have to wait until her turn. This skill will activate if an enemy gets an extra turn or instant turn effect. If there are multiple champions here, it will only happen once as usual. So I don't think if that's alone, having a unique debuff, is that alone enough for you to get this champion added to your team? I don't think so. Is there content where you definitely benefit from Nullify and Seal? Hell yeah. Is there other champions who can probably do the same thing or even better, maybe. In a crowd control, or in a AoE effect also, maybe. So let's go on the A3 and see if that even makes her even better. Places a 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies. Not unique. We have a lot of champions out there in raid who already do this, but if she grants herself an extra turn after using this kit, it makes her unique in the sense that she doesn't need to be built in a ton of accuracy for her to land her A2 or her A1 when she starts the battle, always with this skill that grants herself an extra turn after she increases the accuracy and then also decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 20%. So you have to choose where you intend to use a champion like this. That will guide your decision whether you want to add her to your teams or not. But I don't see her being any good in the arena right now. Maybe in some PvE content. Let's see the passive. That's a long read that I will not probably want to go through. But this passive decreases on enemy turn meter by 10% whenever an enemy has their skill activated. Teams up with allies to attack, gains an extra turn or instant turn, has their skills good. Damn, that's a lot happening on this passive. Maybe this is why people want her in the team. Evades an enemy effect or skill. Has their turn meter equalized or their HP balanced from a skill. Occurs once per skill. If they are, yeah. This is a lot to read, but definitely she has a great passive effect right here, and an active part of the passive is also included right here. Whenever enemies remove, transfer, or decrease duration of any debuffs to 0, decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 25%. Any debuff. So whatever they do to our debuffs that goes to 0, all their turn meter just disappears by 25%. This passive does have a cooldown though. It's not one of those passive that will happen all the time. It will happen on a two turn cooldown when you book it. So if you ask me, I'll say personally, April O'Neil is not a champion I want on my teams in any particular content because I have alternatives. The game is slowly moving towards the direction where we want more mythicals than legendaries like this who do unique things. We want mythicals that do this same thing and even more. Right, on the alternate form. But when they bring out an exclusive champion like this, and if you can pick her up, you obviously can go for it. So now the two reasons I held on to why I wanted to go for this one, the only two reasons why I'm thinking about going for this is because one, this is an exclusive champion that after this event's end, you will not be able to obtain April O'Neil from any shards in the future. That's how exclusive she is. Now, the second reason why I probably want to go for it is because this is a Titan event and it is spread out across 2 entire weeks, right? So you have enough time and energy, silver, to beat all the content that they are probably dropping this time around. The first one we've seen is the Spider and Dungeon Divers, which they've clearly renamed to Gear Hunters event, right? Every event that has this Ace Reporter Titan event points, the pizza point will have the logo right here, so you can clearly tell which event you want to go for or not. But I don't feel like this is one for me. Gear Hunters right here, it will require a lot of energy and gems. Let's say you've already spent all your energy in this fusion that just ended, so this will require a lot of gems to complete this. 3,350 points for a Dungeon Divers and a Fire Knight that just launched earlier this morning, which I have not even started farming, or I'm not even thinking of farming right now. For 2,650 points, you get the 40 pizza points. So the question is, if you're not going for this Titan event, what else would you be spending your resources on in raid right now? I'd love for you to tell me in the comments below, what are your reasons? My first reason is because, one, I probably have all the resources. I think I can get this one done. Not shards. I'm talking about resources, energy, silver, and all that time. But not enough shards to get it, because there will be 2 summoning events, most likely as usual, but you can most likely skip one and go for one that you like, either the Summon Rush or the Champion Chase. That will give you the pizza points for April. Right? So I don't know which one I want to go for, but I just know that these are the only 2 reasons I have that makes me want to grab this champion. The fact that she's unique, and the fact that I have some resources and time to burn to grab her. And if I'm not currently going for her right now to get April, what am I going to be spending my resources and time on? I'll probably look at that Fire Knight and not touch it. Probably look at this Dungeon Divers and not touch it. And just do what in raid? Dailies and advanced quests? So that's the only reason why I'm thinking about going for April right now. Let me know in the comments below if my 2 reasons are valid. And if you can add a 3rd reason to go for April, I'll much appreciate it. Convince me. Make me go for April, because I still have time. Do not start farming your Fire Knight today because CBC starts tomorrow. Except your clan does not want to push hard, then I'll recommend you start farming the Fire Knight tomorrow when CBC officially kicks off, because that will give you some CBC points. That's why I'm not touching anything, and my energy is currently above the cap of 482 right now, which probably will add some more by the time I go farm the Corset City. All right, that's the video for the day. I just wanted to go over these two events that are coming up in raid. One of them is this 15x event for these amazing champions you have here on the list. 15x, which I personally don't go for at all. But if you pull your shards this weekend for the 2x and you know how close you are to Messi, you probably could go for one of these and add them to your list and pull 1 or 2 shards and grab a legendary of your dreams, like Mad Hatter, which a lot of people are still looking for to help them with those Hydra teams, right? But for now, I'm not touching 15x. I don't touch 15x. I probably don't even have any shots here. I don't. So we're all looking for that Raphael and that Leo events, not the what do you call it, April event. I don't think anybody cares about April, but I might be wrong. Let me know in the comments below. I don't mean to underrate these champions. I just haven't taken a look at her kits, because like I said, when these 6 champions were released as part of the collaboration, I was like, I'm gonna even just do 2, and now I'm thinking of getting a 3rd copy. Should I or should I not? All right, like, subscribe for more daily raid content later, guys, and let me know how you're going about this Titan event. Is it a skip or one that we should not skip because it's exclusive and because we have resources?